Right now, most people are operating under an invisible contract. They wake up, trade 8 to 10 hours of their day for a paycheck, and call it a living. And here's the part no one says out loud. The paycheck disappears. Every 2 weeks it resets. You start over. The only asset you're building is someone else's company. This is the time for money trap. And the reason most people never escape it has nothing to do with intelligence or opportunity. It's psychological. Today, we're going to break down exactly why that trap exists, what it takes to think differently, and 3 specific income models that are working in 2026, including one you're literally participating in right now. Let's start with the psychology. The concept of trading time for money didn't emerge from logic. It was conditioned into us. From the earliest age, we watched adults go to work, receive payment, and return home. That cycle, effort, reward, created what behavioral scientists call an operant conditioning loop. It mirrors the Pavlovian response. The paycheck becomes the stimulus. The behavior locks in. Researcher Daniel Kahneman, Nobel laureate and author of Thinking, Fast and Slow, showed us that humans weight potential losses roughly twice as heavily as equivalent gains. This is loss aversion. When someone is offered the chance to leave a stable salary for something uncertain, even something with higher expected upside, the brain registers that as danger. Not opportunity, danger. So we stay, not because we've calculated the best outcome, because the familiar loss feels worse than the invisible gain. And there's another layer. The safe job psychology isn't just individual, it's cultural. Educational systems in most industrialized nations were designed during the Industrial Revolution specifically to train obedient, punctual workers. That framing was never about financial freedom. It was about filling roles in a production system. Understanding this matters because you cannot build a different financial life while operating with a factory-era mental model. Here's what separates people who build passive income from people who don't. It's not strategy, it's not capital, it's not even timing, it's identity. Psychologist Carol Dweck's landmark research on growth mindset revealed something essential. The beliefs people hold about their own capabilities determine their behavior more than the capabilities themselves. People who see themselves as learners, as someone capable of developing new skills, take different actions than those who see their current state as fixed. Most people identify as workers, someone who earns by doing. When that's your identity, passive income feels dishonest. It feels like getting something for nothing. That belief kills the idea before it starts. The shift is to identify as a builder and investor, not someone who earns per hour, but someone who creates systems that generate value over time. Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant framework captures this cleanly. He divides income earners into 4 categories: employees, self-employed, business owners, and investors. The left side trades time for money. The right side builds and owns assets that generate income independently. Most people spend their entire lives on the left. The transition isn't primarily about money. It's about how you think about your time and where you direct your energy. That mental shift is not passive. It requires deliberate reprogramming. If you want to accelerate that process, one of the best investments you can make is consuming the right thinking material. Rich Dad Poor Dad on Audible, link in the description, breaks this quadrant concept down in under 6 hours. It's not a perfect book, but it changed how millions of people think about money, and that's the point. Changing how you think is the first step. Let's get practical. There are 3 models worth your time right now. Model 1, digital products. Digital products, templates, guides, AI-generated content packs, Notion dashboards, prompt libraries are among the lowest barrier income assets you can build. You create them once. They sell indefinitely. There are no inventory costs, no shipping, no marginal cost per unit. With AI tools, the production time for high-quality digital products has dropped dramatically. Platforms like Gumroad or PayHip let you sell with zero upfront cost. A well-positioned template pack targeting a specific niche, say social media planners for real estate agents or Notion systems for freelancers, can realistically generate $300 to $2,000 per month within 3 to 6 months of consistent promotion. The tool that's helped creators systematize this fastest is linked in the description. It handles content generation and product structuring so you're not starting from scratch. Model 2. Faceless content channels. You're watching this right now. A faceless YouTube channel built around a niche, scripted and narrated with AI voiceover, automated editing, is a compounding asset. Every video you publish stays on the platform. Every view accumulates. Unlike a job where your output disappears when your shift ends, content compounds. Channels in the finance, self-improvement, and AI niche are currently monetizing at $3 to $8 per thousand views through AdSense alone, before affiliate income or sponsorships. A channel producing 4 videos per month consistently for 12 months, with optimized thumbnails and SEO-driven titles, can realistically reach $1,000 to $3,000 per month within its first year. More with affiliate integration. The barrier is not talent. The barrier is consistency and patience. We'll come back to that. Model 3. Affiliate marketing through content. Affiliate marketing through content is the model with the longest runway. The concept: you create content, articles, videos, newsletters, that ranks on search engines or platforms over time. That content includes links to products or services. When someone clicks and purchases, you earn a commission. The compounding effect is real. A well-written article or video review from 2 years ago can still generate income today without further effort. Realistic timelines: 6 to 18 months before meaningful returns. Realistic income at scale: $500 to $5,000 plus per month, depending on niche selection and content volume. Tim Ferriss's The 4-Hour Workweek, available on Audible, linked below, remains one of the clearest frameworks for thinking about systems and outsourcing that underpin every one of these models. Not a blueprint, but a mindset primer that has held up. Here's where most people get it wrong about passive income. They hear passive and assume easy. They assume low effort. This is the failure point. Every model I just described requires more discipline up front, not less. Passive income is deferred income. You are doing work now for returns that arrive later, months later, sometimes years later. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." But beyond luck, Seneca was deeply concerned with time, how we spend it, how we waste it. He observed that most people live as though they have infinite time ahead and squander what they have on things that don't compound. Building passive income is at its core a Stoic exercise. It requires tolerating the gap between effort and reward. It demands that you act for your future self rather than your present comfort. A useful reframe: every hour you spend building a digital product, publishing a video, or creating affiliate content is an hour that will work for you long after it's gone. Wage labor has a ceiling. Systems have no ceiling. Notion, linked below, is one of the tools I'd recommend for structuring your output and tracking your builds. When you treat your side projects like a business from day one, you think about them differently. The discipline follows the structure. Let's reframe what passive income actually is. It's not about being lazy. It's not about sitting on a beach doing nothing. That's a fantasy sold by bad marketing. Passive income is about buying back your time deliberately. When you own assets that generate income without your direct presence, you get to decide how you spend your hours. Not your employer, not a client. You. That's not laziness. That's the point of building anything. The people who make this transition successfully don't wake up one day with more discipline or more capital. They make a decision about who they are. They decide they are builders. And then they act accordingly, every day, before anyone is watching, before the returns arrive, before it's easy. That's the real work. I want to hear from you. Out of the 3 models we covered today, digital products, faceless content channels, or affiliate marketing, which one are you most interested in building? Drop it in the comments. No wrong answers. If you're new here, this channel is built around one idea: deliberate improvement, applied to how you think and how you build. Subscribe if that's what you're here for. See you in the next one.